Hello and welcome to your Valley News Now update. Duke Schindler taking over the desk here for your late afternoon update on what's going on in the newsroom, what the team's working on, and how we can keep you updated in the community. Now we'll start it off here with a Fargo couple. Following the death of their 3-month-old baby, a Fargo couple is facing 3 counts of child neglect. Now, court documents revealed disturbing details that Valley News Live was able to obtain here on the conditions of their 3 children that they were forced to live in, as well as the presence of methamphetamine in the infant victim. We'll pull this up here. These are the 2 parents here, Nicholas Scherer as well as Allie Scherer. Fargo police were called to the couple's residence on July 26th of 2024. After Nicholas Scherer told officials that his baby wasn't breathing. When they first arrived, the responders stopped life-saving efforts due to the 3-month-old being cold to the touch, having discolored skins, and there were signs of being deceased. Now, the parents, Nicholas and Allie Scherer, allowed officers to enter while their other 2 children, a 1-year-old and 2-year-old, were taken into protective custody. Now, court documents say officers couldn't even open the door to the apartment due to the amount of garbage blocking the walkway. They also noted they had a hard time getting to the victim, having to maneuver past piles of garbage. Now, the apartment smelled like rotten food with various food items, some rotten and spread throughout the apartment. Investigators interviewed the parents about what led to the infant's death, with both admitting that their apartment was not suitable for children. Nicholas stated that Allie had propped a bottle of formula upright on its own with a blanket to feed the baby lying on the couch. They say hours later the victim was found unresponsive, and an autopsy on the child baby determined that the cause of death was unexplained sudden infant death in interesting factors, and the manner of death is so far undetermined. Toxicology report revealed the 3-month-old tested positive for methamphetamines in a hair follicle test. Now, the other 2 children tested negative, and both parents denied any drug use in the home, but did also admit to previous drug use. Both are now charged with 3 counts of felony child neglect after being served with warrants for their arrest issued on August 14th of 2024. Now, both have preliminary hearings scheduled for October 1st. And then happening over this weekend, up north in Grand Forks, dash cam video captured a street fight in downtown Grand Forks over the weekend. We'll bring this up here. Take a look at your screen. You can see about 20 people there in the street. This is downtown early Sunday morning, just outside level 10. You can see plenty of commotion there. You can see a physical fight also break out on the right hand of your screen, where an Uber driver was able to capture this video with his dash cam and then called it in. Now, we're told a 23-year-old of Grand Forks was arrested for criminal mischief and disorderly conduct. And then a Fargo man is already behind bars for terrorizing after allegedly threatening to kill 2 children. Well, now he's going to be facing another felony charge. This is Andrew Barrett right here. According to court documents, he intentionally spat on a deputy's face at the Cass County Jail yesterday. 2 deputies were in the process of giving Barrett an opportunity to shower since he had been in booking for several days. But as they were walking, they say Barrett pushed his head forward and then spit into a deputy's face just from a couple inches away. He's now being charged with contact by bodily fluid. And investigators are working to determine if the crash from yesterday in Moorhead, the crash where a truck went into a tree, was a medical emergency or caused by alcohol. We'll pull this video up here. I was actually at the scene there yesterday and getting this video myself. This is the tree crash. You see the truck right there going directly into the tree. Officials are waiting for a toxicology report from the BCA. Now, the crash happened just before 2 p.m. yesterday along 20th Ave and 6th Street South. Neighbors said a truck was speeding down the road when it hit a parked car and then just continued to crash into a tree with the gas still down. Now, like I said, I was on the scene after the crash yesterday, and I was able to interview a very, very humble 82-year-old man who was at the right place at the right time. He was just visiting his daughter, but then hearing the crash, rushing to the driver to help. And take a look at what he had to say.
The person's foot was on the accelerator, so it was wide open, and the wheels were spinning, and they were giving out smoke. And my first thought was, this is going to catch fire, and if those tires catch fire, it's going to be really difficult to get help to him. Rubbed his shoulder and just kept telling him, help is on the way, you're going to be okay. You're breathing, and you're going to be okay after this.
Now we'll keep you updated on anything we hear on an update on this crash. Well, it's also been a very, very great day, or week, I should say, for a Bison as well as a Vikings fan. Now, we saw the rumors swirling for years on Carson Wentz donning the purple and gold. And now the Vikings sign Wentz to a one-year deal to help and back up starting QB J.J. McCarthy.
Third down,
Wentz has become
going down the field
journeyman here of sorts as his career is starting to unravel. He's now on his fifth team in the past 5 years. And Minnesota certainly looking to bring in an experienced vet who did have those couple years playing at a very high level for the Eagles. Now, his last season starting in the NFL for the Colts certainly wasn't bad by any means. And we'll say that statistically, 3,500 yards, 27 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions in that 1 year with the Colts. Now he joins this Vikings team with an esteemed quarterback whisperer and head coach Kevin O'Connell. And KOC, he's got a proven track record of getting quarterbacks on track. We saw it first with Kirk Cousins getting that massive deal from Atlanta that hasn't quite panned out yet. And then most recently with Sam Darnold heading to the Seahawks on a massive deal, as well as Daniel Jones getting another shot with the Colts. So gotta assume Minnesota will want to get him up to speed pretty quick in case of a McCarthy early season injury. But all I gotta say here, Bison fans, is we got him. Over to more Minnesota sports, making some headlines here. Now, it's certainly been not the greatest season as a fan for the Minnesota Twins, especially these last couple seasons. What's going on with ownership there? There's something fans can certainly look towards next season. That's going to be the Field of Dreams game. Take a look right here. The MLB is bringing back its Field of Dreams game that's played in Dyersville, Iowa for the 2026. At the forefront, that's going to be the Minnesota Twins, who are going to be hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, it's going to be a home game for the Twins, and the team posting their 2026 schedule today. That includes the Phillies from August 14th to the 16th. Now, only one game is going to be played at the Field of Dreams, and the MLB, well, right now they're waiting before they announce the day and time of the game. Now, let's just hope they have a competitive team to throw out on the field, so that could make for a fantastic family trip. Now I think it's safe to say I've been pumping this up for quite some time. Fall sports is officially back in swing. High school football and college back on the slate. Volleyball hitting the courts once again. And there's North Dakota women's soccer off to a scorching hot start to their season. Take a look right there. UND starting off 4-0 in 2025. Now, their most recent dub, that's going to be coming against Jamestown here in a 3-1 match. And that was also their first goal of the season that they gave up. So got to tip the cap as well to sophomore Charlie Bassinet. The sophomore forward, she's already racked up 5 goals and 2 assists in just these 4 games. That also includes a hat trick against Eastern Washington just this past Friday. Next game is slated for 3 p.m. versus Jacksonville State. And before we let you go here, I got to be honest, I was told to make sure we put this in the show. So don't get mad at me. I was just told to do this. But it's a great day for Swifties as Taylor and Travis Kelce actually announced their engagement over Instagram today. Go ahead and take a look here on Taylor Swift's Instagram. The celebrity making the announcement in a shared social media post. Post reads, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." Not sure if that's any sort of reference to one of her songs. I haven't heard all of her songs, so I'm not quite sure, but it's receiving millions of likes. I just checked not too long ago here before I hopped on the desk. Over 16 million likes in just a little over 3 hours. Swift's nearly 2-year relationship with the Kansas City Chiefs tight end kicked off publicly in September 2023. That's when she showed up to her first of many Chiefs games, as all football fans know, to support Kelsey. Just what football fans wanted, I'm sure. Yep, more of Travis and Tyler, at least for the foreseeable future. Thank you very much for joining this Valley News Now update. Duke Schindler here. We'll catch you later.